You gotta come home. Your wife is all broken up. The families are broken up. Your only child is now gone. And don't trouble the master no further. I don't know what thoughts went to the heart's mind. I know, for me, somebody come to tell my one daughter, all I can say to that woman with the issue of blood, why did you stop it? Why did you get in the midst of it? Why? Why couldn't you just let him come to my house and heal my child? Why? You have 12 years of that to deal with. My only daughter is now gone. Right? This is a time of despair. But Jesus somehow didn't get Jairus time to think. As soon, the Bible says, as Jesus heard the words that were spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. Oh church, if we can just hear in the midst of our despair, in the midst of our difficulty, in the midst of our situation, if we can just hear heaven saying to us, don't despair, don't be afraid, just keep on believing. Jairus, as he patiently waited on Jesus, he heard that dreadful news his daughter had died. He had done all he could, and she is now gone. Those who brought the news were saying, there's no need to bother Jesus anymore. No need to bother Jesus anymore. No longer. But Jairus remained persistent in his faith. He stays with Jesus, determined that he would provide, he would do it. And as he stood there, he heard Jesus say to him, Jairus going to break away and dash home. When he stood and heard Jesus say these words, do not be afraid, just believe. You know what this means? You know what Jesus was saying to him? Keep on believing. There is no limit to what faith and the power of God can do. Let me say it again to you. When Jesus says, do not be afraid, only believe, he was saying, keep on believing. There is no limit to what faith and the power of God can do. We all, church, we all face those difficult times of despair. When it seems that all hope is lost, there is no time for abandoning of your faith. Don't abandon your faith during those times. Here's what Jesus says in Mark chapter 9, verse 23. Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things is possible to him that believeth. All things. We need today men and women of faith who will trust God in every situation. Trust God. His faith was tested. It's a time of delay, a time of despair, and a time of doubt. 28 to 30. He said, and when he come to the house, the ruler of the synagogue and see the true mouth, and when they wept and they wailed greatly, and when he was come in, he said unto them, why make you this ado? And we, the damsel is not dead, but sleep. And the Bible says they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, and them that were with him, and he entered into where the damsel was laying. Now, when they arrived home, there's a group of mourners there. So they already get together. Jesus proclaimed that she isn't dead, only sleeping. Now, no doubt, they already checked her pulse. They already called whatever doctor it was that pronounced her already dead. All of the death certificates have been in the process of getting written up. But the fact is, she was dead. But Jesus said she was asleep. The Bible says, with that statement, the people began to laugh and mock the power of Jesus. Clearly, they don't have the faith of Jairus. He wasn't laughing. They haven't spent any time at Jesus' feet. See, Jairus already been to the feet of Jesus. They haven't heard his voice of comfort where he says, don't be afraid, only believe. They didn't hear that. They haven't seen the miracle that Jesus had just performed of healing the woman with the issue of blood. They didn't see that. Jairus saw that. So Jairus still persists in his faith. He was determined to trust Jesus no matter who else doesn't do it. I'm glad, church. I'm glad that my faith doesn't depend upon the attitude or the opinion of others. The world may look at your situation and declare that there's no hope. But keep on trusting in Jesus. They don't know what you know. They haven't labored in prayer like you have. They haven't heard the words of comfort like you have heard them. They know nothing about the power of God. The God that you serve, you understand, you know that He's more powerful. And I'm confident that my Lord has the ability to meet every single need that I faced. He has the ability to meet every need that you may face. And so keep on trusting Him. You see the qualities of a godly father, and you see His priority. We see a father's petition. We see a father's persistence. But then we also see a father's courage. Verse 41 and 42. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Tilike, come here. Which is, being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12. And they were astonished with great astonishment. I don't know if you see the comparison between the two. Here was a woman, 12 years of suffering. Here's a man of 12 years of enjoyment, but a kind of total despair. It doesn't matter what direction you're in life, church. It doesn't matter whether you've been through a long time of just awesome suffering. You come to Jesus. Or could you be of years of enjoyment, but now you're at a point of despair? You come to Jesus. He's still there. He's the God of any situation you find yourself in. You can understand that today. He's that God. And so, what began as a day of despair, of uncertainty, has ended in a day of deliverance and rejoicing. Jairus, Jesus rather, raised the only child from the dead. That's a privilege. His faith paid off. His journey through the crowd paid off. The laughter and the mocking and ignoring what people have to say of don't bother Jesus anymore because all hope is gone. And he still persisted. I don't know about you, church. There comes a time in your life when you've got to put all things, everything else aside and focus on Jesus and allow Him to work in your life. And so as I consider this passage, and I was mindful of the role Jairus played in the healing of his daughter. He was a man of influence before a lot of people in the synagogue. But on this day, he was a man of influence in his own home. His daughter was raised up because of her encounter with Jesus. And Jairus was the key to her meeting the Master. Had he not sought out the Lord, she likely would have been buried, separated from her family. But because of his commitment to his family, as a faithful father, his daughter had been given life. Men, that is a profound truth today for you and me. We have been given the glorious privilege to father our children. What a blessing it is to be a positive influence in their lives. We need to do all that we can to ensure that our children have an encounter with Jesus. Every child needs to feel the touch of the Master's hand. To be raised from a life of sin, born again into the family of God. The same way Jairus brought Jesus into his house. And he went into a dead, Jesus stepped into a dead situation, made alive. It's the same thing that we must do in our homes. Is to bring Jesus in any dead situation. I say he brings it alive. There's no greater privilege. There is no greater privilege than to see your children come to know Jesus. Know this way. We need to be all that we can before the Lord, so that they can see Jesus in us and desire what we have. I am sure today that Jairus' daughter remember his love and his concern for more than the position that he had in the synagogue. I don't know how long she lived after her come back to life, but every single day she remembered, because Dad went out and found the Master and brought him home. He touched me, and I have life. What will our children remember about us? This message, church, today has been prepared with fathers in mind. It has been. And there's an application for every Christian. Every Christian. Because every Christian needs to exercise their faith in the Lord. There may be something that you need from the Lord today. I don't know what it is. But I can assure you, without any doubt in my mind, that He's waiting for you as He was for Jairus. He's waiting. Once you come in faith to Him, whether you're at a point of despair, a point where God seems things are said to be delayed in your life, or maybe there are the doubters that are chanting in your ears, give up. There's no use. There's no need to go. Jairus demonstrate the qualities of a good father, a godly father. And I believe that these qualities ought to be in all of our lives, our priorities, our petition, our persistence to experience the privilege that God has given to us. With your head bowed, with your eyes closed, let's look to the Lord. Maybe there's a situation that you're faced with right now, and it seems totally dead. All hope will come. Just pause to let you know. And with God, nothing is impossible. Whatever it is that you're faced with right now, I encourage you to take a moment and talk to Almighty God about it. Our Father and our loving God, we give you thanks, we give you praise for the privilege that you've given to us to come together in this place to worship. God, as we sing in the life of Jairus, relationship to his only daughter, how he besought you, he came, he found you, he brought you to his home, and introduced you to his daughter and the entire family. Now, oh God, as your people have said and listened, we ask, Lord, that through your divine Holy Spirit and power, that you speak to every heart, to every life. Whatever the need is that exists in you today, we pray, Father, that you'll meet it in accordance with your divine will and your purpose and your plan for this hour, for this moment. Grant to us, O Lord, your favor. Continue to watch over us and protect us. Once again, God, we thank you for your many blessings in our lives. We just thank you. Amen.